Hi there, I'm Ian Walker. I'm the co-founder and owner of Left Coast Naturals. At the heart of it, Left Coast Naturals is about food and it's about sustainability. SustainaFOODability, if you will. When we started, we were just two guys making a product, and our product needed to be our stake in the sand to state what we were about. That was organic food, that was sustainability, that was non-GMO, that was clean, healthy foods. At Left Coast Naturals, we define sustainability as the triple bottom line. So that's people, planet, and prosperity. And really, if you have a clean planet, but everyone's killing each other and hating each other, well, that's not really a great place to live. And if you have a society where everyone gets along and collaborates and works well together, but it's a polluted place that's degrading the entire environment, well, that's not great either. And you need the economic foundation to support this, so really you kind of have to have all three. That's the sweet spot. If you're missing any one of them, well, you're kind of hooped. Traditionally, we really focused on the planet side. That was minimizing waste, minimizing energy, looking at compost, looking at packaging, that side of the business. But for sustainability to mean anything, we felt that we had to dig deeper. So that's why we brought in a consulting group to assess our footprint. Let's not just look at what's within our walls, but let's look at the entire supply chain, all the way from the farmer to the table of the customer. Really, the two largest areas of our footprint were areas we did not expect. Number one being how the food was grown. That's 55% of our footprint. Number two being how it's transported. That's 25% of our footprint. So 80% of our footprint was just these two items. Those way outweighed things like packaging, waste. Some of these sorts of things were actually quite low numbers. Packaging ended up being 2% of our footprint. When we really understood where our impacts were, that allowed us to shift gears and really focus on the areas that were going to be impactful. And there were a couple aha moments in there. A good example is that we bring honey from Alberta and we bring quinoa from Peru. Believe it or not, quinoa coming from Peru is less footprint per pound than honey coming from Alberta. Kind of strange, eh? But really, the honey coming from Alberta comes on a truck, and the quinoa coming from Peru comes on a boat. And the carbon footprint of boat transport is 32 times better than by truck. So it really allowed us to turn what we were doing upside down. We're going to continue to work on all those more visible factors because they can create engagement. It's the things consumers are asking for, and we want to listen to them. At the same time, we want to do things because they actually mean something. So we spent a year and a half analyzing that and putting together a scorecard for our suppliers. Everything from irrigation methods to tillage practices to water sources, riparian area protection, and how we can influence those farmers to make those changes. Working with those organic farmers is really about partnering with smaller farmers and family farms and enabling them to grow their business, because that's really the core of what farming is about. We started this business with a stake in the ground as far as choosing our values and what we stood for with our product. And as we did the footprint analysis, we kind of came full circle and came back to understanding that, wow, it really is truly about the product. You want to learn more? Keep digging. I certainly hope consumers will start asking the same questions themselves. Find out where the food is grown, how it's grown. Really, you can vote with your wallet. You have the power to ask those questions and to make change. And if you don't have time for that, well, just buy our stuff. We're good people providing good food. What else could you ask?